Hello and welcome back to another episode of Generation Films. My name is American Ben. We just did a video discussing how the 7th episode of Season 2 of The Mandalorian did wonders for the Star Wars universe by starting to explore the humanity of Stormtroopers and other Imperial soldiers. I mean, Valen Hess was pure evil, but many of the people and creatures who served under him were clearly haunted by things he made them do. I mean, look at this guy. He clearly ate Ewok babies, but he does also have some negative qualities. Anyway, when it comes to Stormtroopers specifically, Chapter 15 reintroduced us to a faction of Stormtroopers known as Shoretroopers. What makes a Shoretrooper different from a Stormtrooper, you ask? Well, that is exactly what we're going to answer in today's video. The official name for Shoretroopers is Coastal Defender Stormtroopers, as they were trained and equipped for combat in tropical environments. So it might seem at first glance that these are the lucky Stormtroopers who, instead of being stationed in dark, depraved environments, get to chill on beaches all day. But when you think about it, the advantage of working on a tropical world kind of gets negated when you have to wear Stormtrooper armor. They really need a sleeveless version, don't they? That way we could finally get the long-anticipated Dwayne Johnson starring Baywatch Star Wars crossover, which follows a platoon of fit Shoretroopers saving beachgoers from OPC killers. But I digress. Even aside from having to wear a heavy suit in a hot environment, Shoretrooping was not an easy job. The truth is that the reason we haven't seen many Shoretroopers previously is that there weren't many of them. Most Imperial worlds were not tropical wonderlands. Sith Lords usually prefer dark, dreary, and depressing, but where Shoretroopers did serve, their job was a dangerous one. Why did they need different skills from standard Stormtroopers? Well, aside from beach terrain being rather challenging to traverse, I assume that the nature of their job required specialization in engaging enemies on coastlines or over water. On tropical planets, an enemy might try to furtively descend into the atmosphere, far from any sort of Imperial stronghold. Of course, Scarif had serious security, so their job on that planet was made a bit easier. But where there weren't such tight border controls, Shoretroopers would have to be ready to engage enemies far from their bases on unfriendly terrain in the hopes of preventing said enemy from advancing any further. Now, this isn't to say that entire squads of Shoretroopers were employed in battle. More often, especially given the scarcity of this specialized type of soldier, Shoretroopers would act as sergeants and command a small squad of standard Stormtroopers. In other words, yes, Shoretroopers' expertise was needed in tropical environments, but they could merely delegate tactics to Stormtroopers under their command. This implies that Shoretrooper skills weren't actually that much different from that of standard Stormtroopers. Shoretroopers were also rotated from position to position and were often stationed in a given place on a temporary basis. I might even venture a guess that given the dearth of Shoretroopers in the Imperial ranks, that as soon as the regular Stormtroopers stationed on a tropical planet had developed the knowledge and skills necessary to competently patrol their environment, their commanding Shoretrooper would be sent to a planet where the need for his expertise was more pressing. Weapon-wise, Shoretroopers carried the E-11 blaster rifle, the standard issue firearm of Imperial Stormtroopers, and an upgraded E-22 blaster rifle, which was their trademark firearm. They also carried on them a highly explosive grenade known as a thermal imploder. And there was also a Shoretrooper variant known as a heavy Shoretrooper who specialized in heavy weapons. As far as armor goes, there were 3 ranks of Shoretroopers, and each had unique markings on their sand-colored armor. Regular Shoretroopers were signified by a red band around their right arm and a white stripe along their left pauldron. A Shoretrooper squad leader then was marked by a blue stripe running from pauldron to pauldron across his chest plate, as well as by a kama, a kilt-like flexible leather armor worn from the belt. Of course, kama were most famously worn by Mandalorian warriors. Finally, Shoretrooper captain armor featured an almost entirely blue chest plate, a blue left pauldron with a white stripe, and a blue left vambrace with a yellow stripe. You'll notice that Shoretroopers wore very little upper leg armor. The reason for this, as you might guess, was to allow for better movement in battle. This all said, despite the different aesthetic of Shoretrooper armor in relation to regular Stormtrooper armor, Shoretrooper armor wasn't much stronger than regular Stormtrooper armor, if at all. Anyways, that's the story on Shoretroopers. We don't have that much information, but I wanted to do this video just as an FYI. Anyways, if you did like it, do give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Say something. Subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell for now. My name is American Ben, and I'll catch you next time. Generation Films, peace.